The truth will set you free. But what if your sense of truth is distorted? What if the truth you believe about your abilities or worth isn't actually true at all? Have you ever believed something about yourself that simply wasn't true? If so, we need to fix that. But how? My sweet, that's what we're doing this Lent. And this week marks the midpoint of our 7-week Lenten journey. So let's take a moment and celebrate that. We've been identifying hidden beliefs, observing our reactions, and taking small steps toward healing. And now it's time to anchor our identity. Not in the lies we've absorbed from the world, our past, or our fears, but in God's unshakable truth. So grab your tea, that cozy blanket, and of course your customizable prayer journal from my Etsy store, and let's begin. Do you find yourself struggling with constant anxiety, stress, or burnout? Maybe you're navigating through overwhelming waves of sadness or darkness. Has someone allowed you to believe that you're unworthy? Well then, we're here to debunk those beliefs and help you to overcome them. Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Radiance from Within podcast, guiding Christian women to build their confidence and self-worth. My name is Heidi, and I'm so excited to have you here. We'll work together to help you overcome negative beliefs by incorporating prayer, devotionals, and journaling into your daily routine. Additionally, we'll explore the power of words and how they can impact your mindset and well-being. Because when you unleash your inner peace, you will find the desire and strength to spread kindness and compassion. Join me each week and unlock your radiance from within. Discover your power and strength and embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Hello, beautiful. So you've made it to week 4, and I am so very proud of you. I know this has not been easy, but transformation never is. So today, let's take stock and acknowledge how far we've come. You're showing up and doing the work. That's half the battle. And I want you to give yourself credit where credit is due. I'm serious. Our minds like to stay in our comfort zone. Our minds, frankly, are a little lazy that way. It's true. But our minds are also a muscle, able to stretch and grow and become stronger, more powerful, and heal. You just need to know how to do it, almost to trick it. And part of that is acknowledging and rewarding it for the work it's already done, showing you're pleased and grateful. The mind will like it and want to do more for you. Does it make sense? Fantastic. Now let's begin this week's devotional with a quick prayer to step into that mindset filled with grace and mercy. Dear Lord, thank you for guiding us through this journey of healing and growth. And through your strength, show us how to recognize the lies we've heard and believed about ourselves, lies that have become a false truth that no longer serve us, and gently replace them with your grace and love. Help us stand firm in the identity you've created for us, the truth you want us to believe. Hold our hands and guide our feet as we continue this journey with clarity, faith, and courage. Amen. So we're at week 4. In weeks 1 through 3, we've built awareness, identified limiting thoughts, and uncovered hidden beliefs that have been shaping our reactions, relationships, and sense of worth. And now, as we reach this beautiful midpoint, it is time to seek stability. Like a ship in stormy waters, we need an anchor, something steady and unmoving to hold us firm. That anchor, it's God's truth. We've been leaning into our faith these past few weeks, but now we need to secure ourselves to something that won't shift with our emotions or circumstances. When I was writing this episode, I immediately came to my imagery of Sunday morning ritual, getting ready for church, practicing our songs, and then, of course, getting dressed and putting on jewelry. And I've got a plethora of Alex and Ani bracelets. And every Sunday, and whenever I need guidance and strength, I always place on my left wrist my cross, my compass, and my anchor. You see, in my mind, that iron is everlasting. That anchor represents something that provides stability, security, and a sense of grounding. Hebrews 6:19 tells us we have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Now, with that anchor and our faith firmly in place, we can face the world head on with God's truth as our shield. And then John promises, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The world tells us who we are based on what we do, how we look, or how others perceive us. But God tells us who we are is based on something eternal, His love, His word, His promise. My sweet, our identity isn't rooted in our past, our mistakes, or frankly what others say. It is rooted, it is anchored in with God's truth. No one else matters but what He thinks about you, and guess what? He loves you unconditionally. So with all of that strength behind us and love before us, let's explore a tool that helps us gently dismantle those old beliefs that no longer serve us and begin replacing them with peace and love. It's called the table leg method. And here's how it works. Imagine your belief is a tabletop, and the evidence you've collected over time to support that belief, those are the legs of the table. The fabulous part, now you get to build a brand new table, one that is sturdy and beautiful, instead of gluing together a table from scraps of fear and hurtful words. You can now create one crafted from God's truth. Each new leg represents evidence of who God says you are, supporting that beautiful new tabletop with a belief that won't crack under pressure. And I promise you, if you lean into your faith, God will provide those legs for you, laying those new truths on your heart, one piece at a time, until your new foundation is unshakable. Okay? Let's walk through a simple example together. So let's say your belief is, I'm not capable. That might feel true, especially if you struggled with failure or harsh feedback in the past. But let's challenge it. I bet you've faced difficult seasons and made it through, yes? I know you've taken steps during this devotional series that's proof of your commitment to growth. And I'm certain that people in your life have come to you asking for support, which means they trust in your abilities, your kindness, or both. My friend, when you start stacking that kind of evidence, you realize that OG negative belief doesn't hold up. And in its place, you can gently build a new belief. I am capable. I am trustworthy. I am kind. I grow every day. So now it's your turn. What's one belief that causes you pain or keeps you trapped? Then I want you to identify 3 specific points that challenge or disprove that belief. Remember, the goal is to knock the legs out from under it. Ask yourself, is this belief factually true? Where did it come from? Does it serve me? Next, it's time to create and write a new belief, and you want to find at least 3 supportive legs to hold it up. Now I want you to ask yourself, when have I demonstrated the opposite of my negative belief? Who in my life would disagree with this negative belief about me? How would my life be different if I fully embrace this new truth? And remember, you're not doing this alone. God has already spoken truth over your life. You are chosen. Beloved, you are His masterpiece. These truths aren't conditional. They are your identity through Him. This is the reframing part of our healing framework. The moment where you begin letting go of the old and replacing it with what's real, what's true, and what's rooted in grace. You're also practicing reinforcement, writing these truths down, affirming them, and building them into your life through journaling, prayer, and positive action. So here's your challenge for the week. Take one belief you want to shift. Use the table leg method to dismantle it, then write and speak your new belief out loud. Bonus points if you add it to your journal and repeat it as an affirmation every day for the entire week. Remember, we're working on progress, not perfection. Transformation isn't a light switch. Just keep asking yourself, what small action can I take today that aligns with my new belief? And of course, to help you go deeper, be sure to grab your customizable prayer journal. This is the perfect week to do so. Inside, you'll find space to reflect on your old beliefs, rewrite new ones, and begin anchoring your heart in God's truth. The link is in the show notes below. Now, let's settle in for our closing prayer. Deep breath in and out. Dear Lord, thank you for holding me in your arms. When I do this work, it hurts. I'm opening old wounds that I thought were closed forever, but I see now that cannot work. I will never truly be healed unless I release what no longer serves me. I must knock out those negative beliefs from my stubborn ego and allow your truth, your light to seep into those cracks. I see clearly now that I must anchor in your love. And we lift all of this up in Jesus' name. Amen. God's truth is the only foundation that will never fail. Let it be what holds you steady. You've got this, babe. And until next time, beautiful, I believe in you. Now, it's your turn. Thank you for joining me on today's podcast. But before you go, a simple request. If this podcast has made a difference in your life, please leave a review where you listen and share this episode with someone who could use a little light today. Knowing my show has impacted your life brings me so much joy. Remember to explore my Etsy boutique to discover the workbook you need most this month. And until next time, my friend, ignite inspiration, spread hope, and dance with faith.